All right, now let's take a look at who you guys think could be in the college football playoff with the Capital One fan vote.
All right, Matt, week 7 in the books now. So, Joey, we're about halfway done this season. Let's see if there's anybody new in our top 5.
Maybe some movement. I don't know why you still got Georgia up here. But, at number 5, I'll take Oklahoma.
Nice.
Finally got to see that defense go against someone good. And they stopped Ellinger from throwing a passing touchdown for the first time all season long. They looked pretty good. If they continue to play defense that way, that's a playoff.
Yeah, I think this defense proved they're legit, Joe. I got them now in my 5 as well. And against the Texas offense, you're mentioning that it scored 35 points in 5 straight games and also had their best wide receiver, Colin Johnson, back on the field. They had 9 sacks in that game. So all of a sudden, Oklahoma looking like a very complete team to me. So I got them at 5.
Go number 4.
I'm going to go Ohio State like last week. Now, they're looking like, I think to me, maybe the most complete team in the entire country. They're beating everybody right now by an average of 40 points a game. Not the same strength of schedule as the rest of my top 5, but I cannot wait to see them play Wisconsin in 2 weeks.
I agree. They had a bye week, but they're really good during their bye week. And they'll stay at number 4.
Okay.
And so I'll go right to number 3. And this is movement for me. Alabama moves down to number 3. Really hadn't played anybody yet. Tua did throw his first interception of the season. I'm surprised they left him in the game. He's terrible. But Alabama offensively score with anyone. Now, the only concern is they're giving up about 27 points a game against SEC opponents, so that might be something to look at for Alabama moving forward.
I got LSU in my top 3 now, and a phenomenal resume, right, with wins at Texas and a really good Florida team they just beat this past weekend as well. I think they do have some question marks on defense. They got a bunch of starters back on that side of the ball, but they still gave up over 450 yards to the Gators. But you mentioned it with Joe Burrow and the passing offense. Now with their ability running the football, very balanced on offense. Number 2, I've got Clemson. It's funny, statistically on defense, they're actually better in a lot of categories than they were even a year ago. Trevor Lawrence reminds me a lot of Sam Darnold from a few years back, where you watch him play and you're like 98% of the time he's doing amazing things, and then he does something that just makes you scratch your head. There's a bad interception somewhere there, but they had a nice bounce-back win after that win against UNC a few weeks back.
And I'll take LSU at number 2. Now sitting there with 2 top 10 wins. This is a team that Joe Burrow has been so fun to watch. They beat Texas, which is a top 10 team, made some terrific throws. So I want to see them against a better defense. Florida, much quicker, more athletic on the defensive end. Joe Burrow, once again, throwing the ball into small windows, has 3 more touchdown passes. That moves them up to number 2 for me.
Okay, who's number 1 for you right now?
Still number 1. Defending champs. Coming off a bye week, you knew they'd be a little fired up. Didn't look good against North Carolina. A lot of people asking questions. Was Trevor Lawrence hurt? Was he healthy? They got off to a great start. ETN, 127 yards rushing. And once again, Trevor Lawrence with a really bad interception. Expect him to clean that stuff up.
Yeah, Tua's human. You mentioned it. Finally threw his pick, but that offense is just lighting up the scoreboard. The defense loaded with a bunch of freshmen in the front 7. They continue to battle. A common opponent with Clemson, Texas A&M. Bama beat them by more points on the road than Clemson did at home. That's why I got Bama number 1. So LSU in our top 3, Matt, and Oklahoma. Welcome to the top 5 party.
Hey, thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more scores, highlights, and analysis, you can download the ESPN app. You've got the ESPN app, right?
Honestly, on Saturdays for college football fans, if you don't have the ESPN app, that's the lifeline for every college football fan. So you have to have that. The live streaming now, ESPN Plus. To me, it's the only way to go. ESPN Plus was key for me recently. Got to get ESPN Plus. Arkansas State, Troy, down to the wire. Loving it. Superdog winner. Thanks to ESPN Plus.